Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm just going to be going through a couple paint tool side tips and tricks that are really useful, and I use them in almost every drawing. So the first one I wanted to show is that if you press Control, um, it'll go, like Control and then press whatever on the drawing. It'll go straight to that layer of wherever it is, and it's really useful, especially if you're trying to look through and see like, oh, I need to change something. What layer is that on? All you do is press Control, go straight to that layer, and that's really, really useful, and I really wish I had known that before, but I use it all the time. Another thing you can do is change your stabilizer. Say, okay, so like here, it has those weird edges on it. If I wanted to write this again, I would change it to 0, and then I would write it, and it makes it really, really clear if I could just get it right. And that's just like especially if you're doing like a comic, you're doing a speech bubble. It just has really bulky lines, and that's actually good for this because you want it to be really clear. So clear, we're in the clear. Why is it doing? Oh, clear. So if you want to have really clear writing, just change it to 0. And then the next thing, I use 7 for pretty much everything I do, and like 95% of it, except for writing, of course. You can use it. I use it for coloring. Yeah, basically everything. I'll change it like very little throughout the drawing. Like it just depends on how I'm feeling. Like I might change it to 3 if I want to color something really precise, but other than that, I don't really change it. The next ones are these S ones, and at first, like when I first started Paint Toolside and I tried them, I thought my computer was lagging. I was just like, oh, I can't use these. These are terrible for me. But then I realized it's actually supposed to do that. At least I hope. But that's what someone told me. I was just like, oh. And I guess you use it for, like, say you want to line something, and you need to do like a big curve, but you're all nervous, and you keep trying over and over. But then you could just use S7 and go through it one time. And I honestly don't use that tool ever because, I don't know, it's annoying. I don't like it. But other people I've heard really get good results out of it. And if you want to like just try that out, no, it's not. It's like it's not supposed to be. It's not lagging. It's actually doing what it's supposed to do. What do you know? Okay, the next thing I wanted to show before I get off tangent was if you make a selection outside of the image and then press invert, it'll make a really clean selection, and that's contrasting to what, like if you just select it, it's really dirty and ugly and it takes forever, but when you do the thing where you select outside of it, selection invert, makes it really clean, you can put whatever you want inside of it, and what do you know. I use that especially like for this drawing. Have to have it on all image. If I do it on another layer, select, selection invert, and then voila, really clean base. Okay, another way to change the color of your drawing and giving it a cool effect is to merge all the layers, copy it, and then keep all the other layers. So I still have all the other layers below this one, but this one's just all of them combined. I'll change the hue saturation of it. I want it to be a little bit more blue or purple. And then I'll just change the opacity of it so it's not so ugly. And then what do you know? You get a weird effect. It's kind of cool. And I don't want his face to be so out of whack, so I'll just erase it and then I'll blur it. And it gives it a cool effect. And it will bring your attention to his face because his face is the only thing that's kind of warm in the drawing. That's about all I wanted to say. So thank you for watching, and bye-bye.